Welcome back to Cold Cases. I'm here with Rusty and Cayson. These guys are gonna each drink 12 beers and examine 12 pieces of evidence in the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist.
What is this for again?
There's a warrant for your arrest.
How many paintings are we supposed to care about?
It'll be up to them to determine who stole those 13 paintings worth over $500 million. Let's get into it. Very recent, relatively. This was 1990. This art museum in downtown Boston. Basically the biggest art heist that's ever occurred outside of the context of like a war.
Bit of an asterisk.
Now I'm in.
Bit of an
March 18th, 1990. These two guys show up at 1 in the morning. They're dressed as police officers. They say there's been a disturbance, so the guards let them in. Then they go, wait a minute. We recognize you. There's a warrant out for your arrest. So the guy gets out behind the desk because he's trying to like comply. They arrest the security guards and then they go and rob the museum. They're in the museum for 81 minutes undisturbed, leave. None of the art has ever been recovered. No arrests have ever been made. And it's worth over $500 million combined.
I just want to say, really, really excited to be doing this again. I actually had a blast last time. Love you, buddy.
Proud of you guys.
Love you too. Sounds like a dying whale.
Better than sounding like an alive whale.
What does a live whale sound like?
Sonar or something, I don't know.
Is that what whales sound like?
You know how whales are always like, no, I was trying to do like the clicks.
All right, so let's set the scene.
What are we looking at here?
You're looking at the Isabella Stewart Gardner
Gorgeous.
Museum. This is in the Back Bay neighborhood of Boston.
Case in a little bit of context, the Back Bay area of Boston, very nice.
It's very nice.
A lot of guys like Willy there exploring the arts, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes. This museum was built, it opened in 1903, and it was the private collection of Isabella Stewart Gardner. Rich lady, well-off in Boston, philanthropist, starts collecting
Sorry,
art.
at what time?
This opened in 1903.
She owned all of these paintings.
Everything in the building, her personal collection. When she dies, she leaves in her will. No one will ever disturb it or touch it, and it's going to be a museum for the public.
No one will ever, she's like, and no one can steal
Yeah,
it.
no one can steal it.
No cops will ever come in here and steal it.
Gorgeous atrium there.
Yep.
It's built in a Venetian style, sort of an
Nice.
ode to Venice, if you will.
Let me just tell you, she puts the garden in Gardner.
Yes, yeah.
That is a gorgeous.
Well, yeah, sorry,
atrium.
her name was actually just Isabella Stewart.
Wait, her last name wasn't Gardner?
No, I'm just kidding.
just
I was just
busting
saying
your
because of how
chops.
pretty it was. I'm just chopping.
Classic Willy
Chopping
D.
your bust.
We used to use sober camera guys, and they couldn't fully capture the moment.
So, do we have a picture of what this lady looks like?
Isabella Stewart Gardner?
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I didn't think that was necessarily relevant to the heist. She was long dead.
Guys,
Feel like good help.
Yeah,
Feel like
a lot
good
of,
help.
feel like you're leaving a lot of stones unturned here. All right, come on, let's do it. Come on. Get these brothers out of here by lunch.
Bang.
That was a bit rough.
Mitt Ruffney.
You guys did really good, if that makes it any better.
All right.
What we're looking now is what was stolen from the
Modern
museum.
art these days.
So they, in the case of that, which is Rembrandt's only seascape, which I know,
Tell me they didn't cut it out of the fucking.
box cutter.
These fucking bitches, dude.
I mean, who really cares, right?
What do you mean, who really?
It's a painting. There's 1,000 paintings out there.
They're not
How many
1,000.
paintings are we supposed to care about?
They're not 1,000 Rembrandts.
This is everything they stole.
Okay.
And then this, I just enlarged the two most valuable paintings. So that's Rembrandt's only seascape, and this one I believe is called The Concert by Vermeer. He only made like 30 paintings.
I learned about Vermeer in Renaissance to modern art class I went to the Harvard of the South.
And then this is the frame of where this painting was. Because she said they had to leave everything untouched in her will, this is still how it is in the
That's
museum.
fantastic. I like that.
That's pretty sick.
All right, Cayson, we should try and find connections between these paintings. Or were these some of the most expensive ones?
Some of them were, some of them weren't.
Some of them were just nothing. What if they just weren't art guys? Like they got in there and they were like, oh fuck, we don't even know.
This was a bag.
We're like, we don't even know what any of these are worth, and they just started fucking.
I mean, that's probably true. If they're gonna cut them,
We're gonna get
if
into
they
that a
like
little
were
more,
big
right?
art guys and they knew what these things were worth, I don't think they would have cut them out of the frame.
Right. I think it's safe to say these are not men of the arts. These are
No.
probably blue collar guys that don't necessarily place the same value on fine art as, guys like us.
They're not your typical Back Bay. Speaking of Back Bay, my bay's got a back on her.
My bad.
Yes, we are back, babe. That one alone is like, I think, hundreds of millions of dollars.
But they haven't found any of them?
No, there's still, also, for the first time ever, there's a cash reward if you can figure out this cold case. $10 million is being offered by the federal government.
All right,
I believe it is the
Let's fucking do it.
largest single reward offered by the federal government other than Osama bin Laden.
If we figure it out and get 10 mil, how are we gonna divide it? Are we gonna go a third? Are we gonna go 50-50? Are we gonna go 100?
Can I get 10%? You guys split 45 each.
Here's what would actually happen. If we got the 10 million, I would be willing to cut you into it if you, in one sitting, drank all the beers that we drank over the last 6 cold cases.
Deal.
Like, would you?
I would agree to that. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Could you drink 70 beers for 70?
In one sitting?
70 beers.
I mean, can I like fall asleep at some point? I just can't can it just be like I'm in a room with 70 beers and I can't leave?
I glue your pants to a chair and you can't get up from that chair until.
Deal. I could do that. For
what if you have
$3 million? I can just piss myself, right?
You piss yourself, I guess.
Yeah, you pissed yourself. What the fuck are we talking about? Has anyone come close?
To the paintings?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
He always says the coolest thing.
There we go.
Dude, that Chipotle is not sitting well.
Oh, it's sitting well.
It's not sitting well at all.
All right, 3 beers. Cayson, these camera guys have families. We need to get them home.
Dude, we're gonna give them $1 million after we figure this out. I think they're fine.
Alrighty.
This is kind of funny. They had security cameras like around the property, but they didn't have them in the individual galleries. Instead, they had motion sensors, so they would clock when someone entered each room and left the room, but that was it. So this is the breakdown of when everybody entered and left the rooms. As you'll see, most of this is in the Dutch room.
It's all in the Dutch room.
However, there was one piece taken from the blue room, and it was never picked up on any of the scanners while the robbers were in there.
Ghost.
You think they figured it out and just stepped over it? Like the garage
Do you think it
door
was like
sensor?
yeah.
Just jumped over it?
Or it zooms across the room and you have to be like, whoop.
So this kind of gives us the timeline.
Is this AM or PM?
AM.
1:54 a.m. Dutch room. Someone is in the Dutch room. Investigate immediately. 1:54 again. Someone is in the Dutch room. Investigate immediately. 1:55. 1 minute later. Someone is in the Dutch room. Investigate immediately. Do you think he thought he was getting over the garage sensor and kept just being like, oh, hey,
Dude, look at this, look at this, look at this. Yeah. What if he just left and then kept forgetting things too? He's like, fuck, my keys, goddammit. Yeah.
Phone, wallet, Rembrandt. Oh, right. So this is 1990. Great decade. Not necessarily known for reliable technology. This looks like it was like faxed or like a closed circuit computer. Like this isn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It wasn't calling the cops. It was sending it to the.
That's what I'm
desk where
saying.
The guys
Yeah.
were no longer.
So like it almost feels like it's like glitching. Like they weren't going in, out, out.
To my knowledge, that is a consequence of them moving around the room. I don't believe that
So
necessarily.
it's not necessarily like the doorway.
Yeah, it's like
Like the room.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in the bathroom and you're pooping and the lights go off and you have to be like,
yes,
okay,
exactly.
I got
So
you.
they like after hours they're equipped with these things. Anytime someone goes in that room, it's gonna start going off.
So like, they were frantic, maybe? You think they were frantic?
I mean, I think it could be that they were like.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
when are we gonna have this much space?
It's like night at the museum. They're just living it up. If you were alone in like a museum at night by yourself, I'd be running around, dude.
Yeah.
I'd be like a kid in play plan. I know.
Kid in a play plan?
In a play plan.
You know what I'd be doing? Going it down on myself. When?
In the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum?
Imagine all the busty
To a
statues they
Rembrandt
have.
seascape?
Do they have busty statues? I assume
They're like the painting is missing, but the frame is covered in some sort of ectoplasm.
Dude, back in the day, you could come and leave your blood wherever.
You could leave your cum anywhere.
All right.
I think 4 is gonna be a good one. This is gonna bring a lot of pieces together.
All right. We gotta cool off.
Curl up with a nice piping hot beer.
Why are you freaking me out on purpose?
Skittish like a cat.
There are too many cats outside.
Being friends with Willy is kind of like having a cat. It's hard to like get him to like stay in the room for very long.
You're like not sure if he really likes you that much too, but like sometimes. You're
Every once in a while, like rubs up on your leg, and you're like, hey,
okay.
all right.
This is nice.
A poop in a box in our office.
It's a poop in a box. Poop in a box.
You can't be saying something.
Sorry.
It's my poop in a box.
I'm pooping in boxes.
All right, what do we got here, Cayson?
We have some sort of a map. I do love a good map.
This is gonna kind of give context to where the rooms are.
Okay, we got like a 3D map.
And the timeline here is pretty important.
Okay, 1:24 a.m. The two thieves enter the building, and it somehow takes them 24 minutes to get.
I don't know. They've got to convince somebody to come out and then hog tie him too.
No, I think he's just sitting there.
Oh, he's just chilling?
They had to convince him to get up from behind the desk because they have like a panic button on the desk.
Yeah.
But since they were cops,
Should we let's role play it?
Yeah.
Willie, you're the security guard, be behind the desk.
We're both the cops?
Yeah, no, I got eyes on him right now. Hi, we saw something suspicious in here. Oh my God, no. You're the guy.
I think we have a warrant for your arrest.
We have a warrant. Come around the.
No,
Come here.
I really think it's
come here.
a different guy.
Come around the desk.
Yeah, no, I just.
All right, get on your knees.
I think you got the wrong guy. Wait, the suspect looked like this? He had like a hat like this and stuff?
Lay on your stomach and grab your ankles with your hands.
Say the ABCs backwards, please.
ZYWX.
Sir, shut the fuck up. Trying to hog tie you.
Wait, what is this for again?
There's a warrant for your arrest.
For what?
For crime.
Whoa, fuck, really? I guess I deserve it. Oh, and guess what? Wait, you guys want to know like a tough ass line they said when they were doing it?
Okay.
They go, "This is a robbery."
All right, this is a robbery.
This is robbery.
They kind of just laid their cards out once they had the guys hogtied.
You're a fucking moron. Okay, so now he's successfully hogtied. I could have my way with him if I wanted.
They probably did.
But how long did that
That's
take?
why it took 24 minutes.
Willie,
That's why
was
it
there
took
a
24
hole?
minutes.
Was there a hole in his jeans by chance?
Negative.
Okay, so that took what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, I think he was probably embarrassed that they had their way with him, and he didn't want to tell the cops. He was like, that seems like.
He's like, I don't know what they were doing for those other 24, but I know what I was doing. I was here,
I was just laying down.
ass untouched. Okay, Willie, I think you can get up now.
Okay.
Jesus.
Boom, panic button. You guys are going to jail.
All right.
I was just saying, if I was a guy, you made a crucial
We never would have
mistake.
we never would have
Yeah.
said, Willie, you can stand
They
up
were
now.
bit-
Okay, what do we learn there? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say they probably had a pretty long conversation with him, maybe to like really sell the bit that like we're cops.
Yeah.
After 5 minutes, they have him hogtied, they have their way with him.
So they go to the Dutch room here, right?
Yep.
They do all their Johns in there. We know the timing on that. Then they go over here. They're in the short gallery. I mean, one of them's here, maybe while one of them's here. These are where like almost everything was taken except one piece was taken from the blue room. The last time that thing went off and detected someone in there was when the guard made his rounds at 12:53.
We've never placed them in the blue room.
But something was missing.
I got a theory. The guard is the last person to go in the blue room.
I think I know where you're going with this.
I think you do too.
Yeah, go for it.
Right now, the whole, like I said earlier, if a cop came in and I know that there's no warrant for my arrest, I'm not immediately letting them hogtie me. Maybe they came to him, they said, hey, listen, whether you like it or not, tonight I am going to come here and I'm gonna rob this museum. You can either let it happen and I'll cut you in on it. When you're doing your final rounds, you grab something and
Take whatever you like the most.
take whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Leave it for us in the Dutch room. When we come in, we'll do this whole song and dance. We'll tie you up. You'll look innocent as a flower girl.
Yeah.
When we go into the Dutch room, we will bring it out with us and we will give it to you at some undisclosed rendezvous point in the future.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I definitely think we should look into that too. I definitely think the guy was into it. Permission to have a dumb idea.
The guy was into it.
Permission granted.
This is a robbery in Boston. The criminals are dressed as cops.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the movie The Town? Ben Affleck, Jeremy Renner. They had to get the idea from that movie somehow. Him and Damon wrote Good Will Hunting like mid-90s. They needed the money to film that movie. Do you think he used the paintings to finance Good Will Hunting?
I think Gus Van Sant financed, or actually that's fucked up. Harvey Weinstein financed Good Will Hunting.
Who?
Harvey Weinstein.
Who? In the universe of cold cases, that never happened.
You guys would have gotten along. He was
right up your alley.
You guys ran in the same circles. What I have no explanation for right now are the unaccounted for times.
Like how long it took?
No, like these gaps where we're like, we don't know where they were.
I mean, they could have just been chilling.
I find it hard to believe that, unless they're the cockiest thieves of all time.
Dude, they're the Affleck brothers. Of course they're gonna be cocky.
Oh, you think Casey was in on it too?
I don't want to harp on the town, but there's also a scene where a cop sees them doing the crime, and then he immediately turns his head and just lets them get away with the crime.
Right.
That's exactly what the security guard did.
There was one, I'll tell you, there's one Napoleonic flag that they had clearly like tried to remove. There were a bunch of like screws from it that were on the ground.
Do we think they were on, and I don't want to throw out any dumb theories, do we think they were on some sort of scavenger hunt? Like we used to send
Like a list?
we'd like send the pledges in our fraternity out on like a scavenger hunt, but you gotta come back with like all
It was
this
like something
shit.
Napoleonic.
Dude, my pledging was crazy. They have a $10 million warrant out for my arrest.
Slug City.
Can you not?
Talk. I won't
Talk.
say it. Yeah, especially like killer stuff like that.
I liked it. All right.
Fuck, marry, kill, slug, snail, caterpillar.
Slug.
Marry the caterpillar
snail.
because it can turn into a butterfly. Bang the snail because I can create friction between its body and the shell. And kill the slug because it's, yeah. What do we got here, Willie?
All right, so
I don't like that.
is how people who responded to the scene found Rick Abath, who was door security guy.
They duct tape that much hair, dude?
Yeah.
That had hurt so bad.
Is that a coconut taped to his face?
I believe that is his face.
They just covered it in duct
Oh,
tape.
I see it. That's his beard.
He just has, that's his own fanny pack?
Wait, this is
Item duct tape.
fucking bizarre. I mean, that is not something you would do to someone who's in on it, I don't think. Or that's what they want you to think.
I think they overdid it because he's in on it.
Wait, so they blinded him with they blinded him. You know who else is from Boston and blinds people? Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Did him and Affleck run in the same circles
Yes.
back in the day?
I don't know.
Wait, so why is he dressed so like cool? This outfit specifically has never made me more convinced that a guy is in on it and ready
1000%.
to like get back at his employer.
From the way you guys described Back Bay, a guy in like the 80s, 90s dressed like this seems perfectly fitting.
This guy is not a Back Bay guy. This guy is.
Was he a South Shore guy?
No, I don't know where that guy would be from.
Swampscott?
All I'm saying
Braintree?
is a guy dressed like this is someone who is probably experimenting with mind-altering psychedelics and is very, very, very malleable in terms of convincing him to do stuff.
One painting in his life would go a long way.
This is the deal that they cut him. The guys who did this were like, we're gonna come in, we're gonna duct tape you up pretty bad. You will set aside a painting that you want, and when we come in, we will swoop it up, we will do whatever like liquidation process they have.
My only thought would be he probably knows how expensive everything is in that museum. He works there clearly. Why would he not like do like the most expensive thing?
You know what rappers always say? More money, more problems. If he got the most expensive one, you can't pass the straight face test when now your bank account has like millions of dollars in it. He could hide and spend $50,000 or $100,000 or however much it was. He was like, I'm a simple guy. I don't need the $1 million one.
Just give me like 200K and I'm good.
More money, more problems.
More money, more problem.
Right.
Are you mocking me? All right, come on. Come on. You want a race?
Yeah, let's do it. What's on the line? Okay, I think in the past we've done loser has to eat the clue, and I would like redemption on that. There's a chance I have to eat this one as well.
That was a dumb bet in the first place because we needed the clue.
Yeah,
That set us back lightly.
How about loser eats the sticky note?
No, loser.
How much yarn can a human easily like digest?
Spools.
I mean, because it just goes straight down. It eventually you poop it out, and then you can pull it out the other end.
That'd be kind of fun.
Oh my God, that's gotta feel crazy.
That's definitely not possible.
What?
Pooping it out and pulling it all the way through?
No, it definitely is.
Oh, if you ate the whole thing. I think, man, if it was still hanging out your mouth.
You'd have to give it some slack. I guess the better question is, do you think your body can digest yarn? Because
I just don't. I feel like it wouldn't stay
I don't
intact.
think so.
I feel like it would like.
No,
kill
that's what I'm asking. Is like if your body can't digest yarn, then it would stay intact.
you could poop the yarn, and then you could be like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Just floss, full body floss.
Yeah, you get all of your shit out of your
Yeah.
system.
I'm coming out
Tonight.
I'm coming.
Thank you. You were on the right side.
Coming home.
Coming.
Willy and I were doing earlier. We were doing how cool guys bust and how uncool guys bust. That's how the coolest guy busts. He's over here and he's like,
Coming.
I'm coming.
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 Cool guy bus is like,
Do you think the Trump is the cool guy bus?
Trump?
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I think that if Trump came, it would be like someone blowing chalk in your face. I can't imagine it's still in liquid form.
No, dude, didn't he have Barron like when he was like 60? He's shooting ropes
He's
right now.
80 now. I don't want to think about our fearless leader shooting ropes.
He shoots one. He finally busts. He's like, oh my god. Well, sorry, that was crazy for a little there, huh?
Or
I'm gonna bring more funding to Planned Parenthood.
yeah,
We're gonna be
I'm
fine.
sorry.
We're gonna be
I
fine.
fucking. As always, we've got police drawings of our suspects here.
I don't want to point the gun at myself. For the record, I wasn't even alive in 1990. When I have my mustache and long hair, take a look at suspect number 2 in parentheses mustache. And tell me when I have a mustache that's not me.
Yeah.
Did I do it? I wasn't even there.
I don't want to harp on the same theory, but I feel like it's my personal leading theory. Ben Casey. Do you see kind of the resemblance?
I
a little
kind
bit?
of do.
I actually kind of do, yeah.
Ben Casey. How old was Ben Affleck in?
Using your one Google.
I'll jump on that grenade. I'll use my Google.
Ben Affleck would have been 17 and Casey Affleck would have been 14.
That's old enough.
Because they're wearing fake mustaches. They're old, otherwise they wouldn't have given us like with and without. Yeah. But also the only eyewitness is the LSD kingpin, who's obviously not gonna. I was a little frustrated with you when I was like, all right, like we like to throw out fun theories, but that one seemed a little bit outlandish. This legitimately is not the worst theory in the world.
Usually the more you think it through, the worse it gets. This is almost the opposite. You need a pen? What do you need?
Ben Casey. My sister's name is Casey.
Spell Casey with an A? 2 A's?
Kasai.
C-A-S-E-Y.
Yeah, that's it. Close enough.
All right.
More evidence?
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Dude, I'm getting a new car on Thursday, and I'm worried that I don't like one thing about the interior.
What color is the interior?
It's tan leather, but there's one part of the steering wheel that's white, and I don't like that.
You gotta avoid white. My buddy's dad.
My buddy's dad had a steering wheel.
My buddy's dad.
I'm going to, just...
Buddy's dad, blue Tesla, white interior, driving from Duluth, Minnesota to Minneapolis, Minnesota, shit his pants while driving, and he got diarrhea all over the white interior and had to pull over at a gas station and just change everything.
Willie, while I'm chugging this beer, will you tell him about how your parents totaled their BMW?
They totaled their BMW because we had a big lobster bake at my house and all the guts were in like a big barrel and they didn't take it to the dump until the next day. So it had been out in the sun all day, just lobster guts in like a barrel. And it was in the trunk. They drove to the dump. My dad was taking it out and he spilled it. So it spilled day-old rotting lobster guts all over the back of their car and it totaled the interior. Totaled the car.
First ever non-contact total.
Yeah, they got they got it like reupholstered and it still smelled.
All right, what are we looking at here, Willie?
Oh, baby. You are looking at something special. Okay, so this is kind of something you kind of hinted at early on, and I didn't really want to get into it because I knew this clue was coming later. These are paintings that were hanging in the museum that were not stolen. This one is by a guy named Michelangelo. Ever heard of it?
You talking about Big Mike?
Yeah, this one is the highest valued painting in the whole museum. Paintings that themselves are way more valuable than anything stolen.
Right.
And they weren't even touched. As a sort of litmus test of whether these guys should have been able to identify the value, we have a little game we're gonna do here today, where we have
Oh, I'm gonna knock this out of
a
the
series
fucking
of paintings. We're gonna try to put to the test your ability to assess which of these pieces of artwork
Cayson,
is the most valuable.
can we?
I think we should do it separate. I think you should do it because you know a lot about fine art. I know almost
I don't
nothing
know a
about
lot.
fine art.
I'm just saying I trust my eye.
Okay.
I've been told I have a good eye. And
All right. I'm gonna do my guess first, and then you can fix it.
I think that might.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. What do you want him to do?
So I'm ranking them from least expensive
You're just
to
trying
most
to
expensive, most valuable.
Or you just yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me all 5 of them. I'm gonna go least, second least, middle, most expensive, second most valuable.
This is Salvador Dali, which is the most expensive painting ever sold for $425 million.
I think it's Leonardo.
No, Leonardo painted this, but it's they call it the male Mona Lisa. This was sold to a Saudi Arabian guy for $425 million.
That's true.
It's the most expensive painting ever sold. He wanted it to be in the Louvre next to the Mona Lisa and have them title it the male Mona Lisa, and they said no, and he said fuck you and took it back.
Wait, but it's not Dali or
not Salvador Dali. It's called
Dude, it's not that good of a painting.
It was painted by the master himself.
If it was painted by like Da Vinci, I guess, yeah, but I thought he was a better painter than that. I've seen way better paintings. Like, I get it's expensive because of the guy who painted it.
We can get into the critiques later, but right now we're trying to
get... to be fair though, you knew that going in, so maybe it was I should have picked a less well-known painting, but the untrained eye, he put it second to least valuable.
What's interesting about this painting, Cayson,
yeah,
it was bought initially for under $2,000 by a guy at like a yard sale, and it had been painted over. And then a woman went in, repainted. This isn't even, we don't know what it actually looked like. They also think there's a chance that this was worked on by like his students, like under his supervision.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, this one is the most, I know that.
Yes.
I feel like I remember this one, but I also think this is a prank. I also think this is a prank, so I'm gonna say.
There's no way that can be a real painting.
Least.
It doesn't really. All of these are pretty much valueless.
Oh, so I just won, and I won immediately by saying this is the most.
Correct. The game was supposed to be just identify the most valuable one, and then I was like, I'll let you put them in order in case someone thought the hot dog was.
But that is ChatGPT.
It's not ChatGPT. It's just like a funny painting I found online. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can I say that one thing in my defense? If I was in this museum stealing paintings, and I saw, because they have like the artist on it, if I saw Da Vinci, I would take it.
Totally,
like,
but I think
clearly know it's valuable.
But the point here is, you saw this, and didn't connect it to this. To me, even if I knew nothing about it, you would be like, that is a Renaissance painting, probably by someone notable if it's in a
pile on.
Like this is like your mom's friend who's trying to get into art. I have no time for this.
It's cool that you guys came up with this whole ruse just to make fun of how little I know about art.
I didn't know he was gonna know the painting.
Sick, yeah.
That's the most famous painting of all time.
I know, I didn't know that.
That's definitely not the most famous painting of all time.
You're right. Yeah.
Sorry, it's the most famous in the last, because it also happened in the last couple of years.
I don't know shit about art for what it's worth, Cayson.
I know shit about fart though, am I right?
Come on, football?
Put my huddle highlight tape right here while we drink, please.
Put a picture of Will backwards.
wait, I'll give it to you. All right. Okay, there it goes. Oh my God, could you imagine if you accidentally just...
I couldn't imagine that because I'm so precise with my kicks. All right, I'm gonna start drinking this beer. Tell me, both of you, how much sex you had in high school.
1.5.
0.
1.5 is like 4 hand jobs.
No, it's like once with a girl, once with a guy.
Nice.
All right, let's get into the clue. This is Richard Abath. Okay, this is the guard that you saw tied up. Remember this guy?
Yeah.
He looks sick, dude. Look at his eyes. He's got piercing blue eyes.
All I'm saying, that's a kind of, that might be an I got away with it.
He passed away. This is an article about his passing, but it kind of breaks down the details of his involvement. Basically, a big subject of discussion in this case is that, as you'll read in there, he opened the side door of the museum shortly before the robbers entered the building. He opened and closed the side door of the museum. And a lot of people have speculated that maybe this was some sort of like trying to send a signal.
We're good. Time to go.
He claimed, no, I did that every night. Like I was just part of my rounds. I'd go around, he made his rounds, as you know, he went in the blue room, he went in all the rooms.
What was on the other side of the side?
Just went to the outside, but he opened and closed
No, but like I'm saying like,
the street.
That's so not a normal.
Well, their sensors detected that door open and closed, and they were like, if he'd been doing that every night, someone would have read the reports in the morning and been like, yo, why the fuck are you doing that every night?
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do we have the reports from the other night?
I don't know, we just know that he did it that night. I think they maybe reviewed them in the morning and then got rid of them.
What if he like had like, some like intestinal issues or something, and like respected the art too much to fart in the thing. So like every night in his rounds, he was like, wow. And then just like,
Then he had to let Also, I will say, if you look in here on like the third paragraph, this kind of validates some of the assumptions you made about him.
Mr. Abath was not a professional guard at the time when museums were significantly more lax with their security. He was a recent music school dropout who took the job to help with bills while focusing on his band, a Grateful Dead inspired outfit called Ukiah.
Nailed it.
I had him dead to rights. I said he was a fucking LSD guy. He was in a Grateful Dead inspired band.
You nailed it.
You can simultaneously be a good guy and have helped in an art heist.
What was minimum wage? In Boston in 1990, it was like a nickel and a pat on the back.
We're talking the George H.W. economy too.
Shit was booming. Players were gonna play.
Not like Clinton though.
Dude, well, Clinton inherited a pretty good economy. True. Is what my dad told me.
Beers, anyone?
I can go for one.
If you were like a real bartender, not to imply that you aren't.
I used to be.
Yeah, would you cut us off if we were drinking at this pace?
No, right now I don't. You guys seem totally fine. I was very proud of that. I never cut anyone off when I was a bartender.
You know what's shocking? I've never been cut off.
I don't think.
Yeah, me neither.
I've been denied entry to a bar.
Yeah. All right, drink them.
Yeah.
Your heart's in the right place. We gotta find like a new way for you to phrase that. All right, drink 'em makes me want to. It feels like I am running my fastest as I can as a horse, and you're the jockey on my back slapping my ass.
Well, yeah, and guess what? Don't you want to win the Kentucky Derby?
He makes good points.
After this, we're 3/4 of the way done.
After this, we're 3/4 of the way done. Is like what like a trainer tells like a fat guy, being like, you're 62% of the way through the thing with the chains and the ball.
I mean, we're teeing off on 14 right now.
All right, ready? Here's what's going on here.
Okay.
So this is gonna look nonsensical.
No, I can read it like a book.
All right, what's going on there?
This is the conversion rate of, this is selected foreign currency values in the US dollar. So it's basically if you were to, why don't you just bail me out here?
Okay, so here's what happened. 1994, a letter is mailed to manager of the museum.
Okay.
And it says, I didn't steal the paintings. I'm not involved with the criminals. I don't know the names of the people who did it, but I've been contacted on behalf of the people who have the paintings, and I want to negotiate a sale. If you want to make this happen, I'm not gonna give you a return address or anything, but if you want to make this happen, post a 1 in the Italy currency exchange column of the Boston Globe, and that is the published Boston Globe from shortly thereafter, where they published, see that 1?
Yeah.
So they want to negotiate with the guy.
They asked for the 1 to be like there, where it would be like 1.006727, and the Boston Globe was like, all right, we'll put a 1 in there, but we're not gonna make it seem like the Italian dollar is like through the roof.
Everyone's in like, mamma mia!
The North End is just like people are throwing money.
This is the coolest piece of evidence you've given us so far.
Don't cover up Rembrandt.
pinned the Rembrandt.
Dude,
It's a print.
it was nice to look at.
That was like the real one. Everyone's like, oh!
They got a second letter, so they published that in the Boston Globe. They get another letter. It says, "Hey, saw you put the 1 in the Boston Globe. Now we're getting a little sussed out that the feds are gonna come for us. We're not really sure right now. Never hear anything." Person again.
This is when like your girlfriend or your mom or like one of your family members sends you a text and you like way overthink it. Like they did exactly what they're like, yeah, we're down. Yeah, like we'll do it. And they're like, oh no, I don't know. I got like cold feet or whatever. That second letter makes me think there is no middleman. This was the people contacting them directly.
All right, I think they're not contacting them directly, would be my original hunch. I think they contacted somebody overseas, and who overseas has a lot of money with like no connections to
Ready?
USA?
3, 2, 1. Qatar.
Saudis.
Kind of.
Same thing.
Yeah.
basically.
Pretty
Same-
close, I guess.
So I think they'd reach out to some sort of Saudi like prince or whatever. They put the 1 by Italian to like throw them off the scent.
Yeah.
And the Saudi prince was like, you know what? I don't like the paintings that much anymore. Maybe they're hanging in some random Saudi prince's home
And he
right
bought
now.
them. Oh, so it's kind of like, you ever seen like the shit they recovered from Epstein's house?
Like the kids?
Well, they never got any kid. That would be crazy. He had paintings like that of
Oh,
Bill Clinton in a dress and George Bush like with paper airplanes like knocking down the shit. Like, I think some of these guys get off on having stuff they're not supposed to have.
1,000%, yeah.
Cayson, that is, I think the leading theory is Middle Eastern royalty was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just keep them in my house.
Of course, yeah.
These guys got off scot-free. So I'm gonna say Middle Eastern royalty probably wrote that. That was kind of like swaggy handwriting. I don't normally write like that.
It's royalty?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Can we get a close-up on that?
Cayson, hold me back. You're lucky my fucking boys are here. Oh! Oh! I wish someone would let me at him. Come on! All right, I'm cool.
All right, Middle Eastern.
I'm cool.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'm cool. You smell fantastic. What is
Thanks, buddy.
Another thing that happens every episode.
What?
Oh my God, you smell fantastic.
You always smell fantastic.
I think,
that's
I think
hilarious.
it's my launcher detergent.
Not knowing your buddy smells fantastic because you never get close enough to him until you're hammered.
All right, you want to know about this cat?
You're just gonna show me the sexiest guy of all time?
So that's Miles Connor Jr.
Okay.
Ever heard of him?
No.
All right, this guy's a known art thief, right? His name immediately top of the list when this
What do
thing
you mean
goes
he's a
down.
known art
He
thief?
stole a Rembrandt before, went to jail, and then said, I'll tell you where the Rembrandt is if you let me out.
He got arrested.
Yeah.
How do they know that he had it if they didn't have possession of the Rembrandt?
I should double check this, but I'm pretty sure he went to jail for something else, and then was like, all right, I got a Rembrandt.
All right, like his
so
style.
known art thief, he'd used this to get out of jail before, so he's immediately top of the list, but he was in prison when it happened. But they go and talk to this guy, and he's like Bobby Donati, and this other guy, I don't want to get these names wrong.
You having like little slip-ups is kind of endearing.
Yes.
When you're wearing the top hat, it becomes a little bit less endearing.
World needs plenty of bartenders.
Well, there's a
I
lot of
like the
names
top
in this
hat.
shit.
It's kind of like heavy lies the head that wears the crown. Like, it's like if you're gonna put on the top hat, you got to be on your fucking game.
All right, I will say if there's any, like, nobody in the comments better like say anything bad about Willy because like you haven't worn the top hat before.
Walk a mile in my hat.
If you're gonna talk shit, wear the fucking top
Drink
hat.
a
Man
case
in
in
the
my
arena.
hat.
You
Man in the
shouldn't.
arena.
You should not. You guys should not spam L top hat.
All right, so that guy.
All right, yeah. Why are you letting this happen?
I don't, because then sometimes you get mad when I try to stop it. So that's Miles Connor Jr.
Okay.
They're trying to figure out if this guy like masterminded it. He's like, I didn't do it, but Bobby Donati and David Houghton have told me that they had something to do with it. Like he was suggesting that they had visited him in prison. This David Houghton
He's saying the guys that did
Bobby
it.
Donati.
and Bobby Donati that they had visited him in prison and said, hey, we pulled this off. We can use these to help get you out of jail.
The paintings.
Yes. And so he was like, said to the FBI, like, all right, if you let me out of prison, I
they
will
had-
help
they-
you find
they-
it.
Why would they tell a snitch
Because
that?
Cayson.
Like he and Bobby were tight.
Well,
Like it was
also-
like your boys in jail.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a theory.
Hit me.
Remember how earlier we were like, the worst part about having $500 million in art is like, how the fuck do you get rid of $500 million in art?
Right.
Yeah.
These guys seem like young bucks, like you said. They probably don't know like the pathway to get rid of it. They need someone who has done it before. And so they were gonna get him out by maybe sacrificing like a handful of these. It didn't pan out, and so now they're stuck with it. They had to go to some Saudi, Middle Eastern guy, like royalty guy. They put the one in the log line, and then nothing came of it. And then I think they probably either sold it for like less than pennies on the dollar, or they just, or they fucking threw it into the ocean. We're like, it's not worth the headache.
Yeah. Fuck Mary Kill. Paul Giamatti, Steve Buscemi, Ewan McGregor.
Cayson, can you be real with me?
Yeah.
Are you pretty hammered right now?
I feel oddly fine.
Okay.
Oddly fine.
I was gonna say I'm a little I'm a little hammered.
Okay, so this is an article written by this guy Mashberg. He was a reporter for the Boston Herald. That guy Miles Connor that we were just talking about, he was like, if you bail me out, I can help you find him. They're like, we're not getting you out. And he was like, all right, well, I would talk to Youngworth. He's a criminal, another criminal that was in their circles.
Why would he give them information to be like, if you're not going to talk to me and help me out, go to this guy?
He was trying to be a good guy.
Probably desperate.
Maybe they were like,
Or he's desperate and maybe thought that
in jail, he wants any way out.
They go and talk to Youngworth. This reporter from the Boston Herald catches on that the FBI has been looking into this Youngworth guy. And so he establishes a relationship with Youngworth.
The Boston Herald guy.
The Boston Herald reporter, whose name is Mashberg.
His first name is Mash?
That's his last name. So Mashberg one day gets hit up by Youngworth, and Youngworth tells him, I'm gonna come pick you up right now at the Boston Herald office and take you to see one of the paintings. And so he picks Mashberg up at the Boston Herald office. He drives him all the way to Brooklyn, to Red Hook, takes him to a random warehouse in Brooklyn, brings him inside, takes out a tube, unspools it, shows the signature of Rembrandt on what looks like this painting. He takes him right out of there, take him away. They publish this article in the Boston Herald. Eventually they raid that warehouse. There's nothing in there. No one believes the guy now.
Guys. Art thieves like three things.
Yeah.
Willie, start it off. What are they like?
Art.
Cayson, finish it off.
Puss.
Thank you. And I would say bus. Male, they're bi. They're traditionally bi.
Right.
Yeah.
So
they're in back.
Do you think Youngworth was into Mashberg?
No, I think he went out and he was like, hey, there's a world where like some guys they get off like, some people like they like a knife to their throat or be on the knife's edge.
Yeah.
And he was like, if I show this guy a Rembrandt, maybe I can like coax him into, coming out on a date with me, having a good time. And then it didn't go. Why else would you show?
I think it's to establish some legitimacy. He was not going to show it to the FBI.
I'm saying, but what incentive does he have to show legitimacy? He should be going off into obscurity and never.
Because they want to sell the paintings. They want to make some money off it. To prove that he has them.
Youngworth wants to sell the paintings, but
clearly, yeah.
I know what I'm saying. You would have the only avenue you
sell
have
it to newspapers.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Thank you. The only avenue you have to sell these is if you can sell it under anonymity, under like the black market or something. Like you would
or if they failed at that and they want to establish that they have them so that they can negotiate some sort of buyback from the museum.
All jokes aside,
I don't think he committed the heist. He was in with Connor, so I think he was like a middleman trying to establish. He was an antiques guy, right? So he knew that where these were kept, and he was like, "I'll show you that I can get them for you." To establish a pipeline to negotiating some sort of deal.
But you can't sell it to the newspaper, though. That seems like
no, they're not selling it to the newspaper.
You're on what I was on earlier.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just providing the
hand up. I zoned out for a little bit. My only qualm is that this art thief had to be the dumbest guy possible. He's like, they're gonna print this in the Globe. That like
he needed that, Cayson. That was the whole point. Is he needed?
What scenario is the Globe gonna say, hey, who wants to buy the stolen painting?
In a perfect scenario, they prepared for the worst, which was clearing the warehouse, but they were unsuccessful in selling it in any other avenue.
I feel like we're only getting farther away.
No, we're on it.
All right, so this came out in 2015. The museum releases footage from 24 hours prior to the heist.
So it is true, David, they've had this video for a quarter of a century and we're only just seeing it now. We asked that very question. It turns out the quality of the video was so poor they didn't think it would have much of value to release it to the public. Looking at it with fresh eyes, though, and scrubbing it up a little bit, they figured it was time to share.
I genuinely forgot that this was like in the modern age.
Yes.
For like the last 3 beers.
Investigators think you could be looking at a dry run. The thieves practicing.
So our original theory holds some
ton of water. It's like probably the leading theory.
So they asked him. They asked him what they were like. All right, now this footage is out. Like, who was this? And he said he didn't remember. Some other people from the museum came out and vouched and were like, that kind of looks like our deputy head of security, so it might have been him.
In his defense, if you asked Willie, what did you do yesterday?
Wait, what did you do yesterday is different than what you do 25 years ago. Yeah. Who'd you let in?
Yeah, what did you do 25 years ago?
Wow! Okay, he's up.
Burp him. Needs to burp. I think he needs a diaper change.
Diaper change.
Diaper change.
Diaper change. It's a classic prank. Diaper change him.
My pledging was crazy. Every Tuesday night, diaper change, it sucked. And this goes against that whole demonstration I did. That supports my original theory. This fucking, where is he? This guy. That's
So sick, dude.
I'm telling you, that goatee doesn't trim itself.
Yep.
He's got some money somewhere. If you're a minimum wage worker in Boston, he probably made no fucking money. Go get that bag, King. We don't know who did it, but I am almost positive that this guy was in it.
All right. Can I go to the board? Because I feel like
make your final.
I feel like
time
I'm
to make
hunch-
your final case.
I feel like I'm hunching on who did it. So like, it's very clear this guy was in on it too. So let's say hypothetically he runs out of money. He's gonna need his contacts to have some consistent income. Who are people that make a lot of money in America, like East Coast or West Coast? Who are people that are like actors? Maybe he wanted more money, and if he had said Ben Affleck's name, it would ruin his career because he's already like a big time actor by this point too.
Yeah.
So he's like, guess what? I'm gonna ruin your career. I'm gonna tell everybody that you did it. He's like, hey, I'm gonna give you $100,000 a year for the rest of your life, and it's gonna be fine. And he's like, you know what? Deal.
I like that a lot.
Because we have no leads right now on who did it.
Bob Donati and David Hasselborough did it with the help of, what's his name?
Richard Abath.
Richard Abath. And that's why they did the dry run. That's why he opened the door. After they bought it, they sold it to a Middle Eastern guy.
Right.
And he contacted the Boston Globe, realized, you know what? I have infinite money. Why don't I just keep these as a trophy? I have people over and I go like, you know where the fuck these paintings are from? They all do that. They're all sadistic, weird, strange guys. That's my story. My name's Rufus and that's the Trufus.
I love that.
I mean, all right, this guy, he wants money to pay for his Grateful Dead cover band. He's like, guess what? We're losing money. We're sinking right now. People are just gonna see the Dead like live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cover them. He's like, I need to find a way to fucking fund that too.
Yep.
And these two reckless Affleck brothers, they have a great idea for a movie called Good Will Hunting. Ever heard of it?
Yes.
Ever heard of it?
I have heard of that,
Ever
yep.
heard of it? They have a great plan. Hire him in, steal all the paintings, and they live the rest of their lives as famous actors. They can fund the rest of his Grateful Dead antics. He dies slowly, and then these guys are scot-free.
And they use that to fund Good Will Hunting.
They use that to fund Good Will Hunting. I don't see any holes in that.
Yeah, I think that's great.
One hole.
The eyewitness thing says that they're in their 30s.
It would have been teenagers. That
Casey was 14, Ben was like 17 or whatever.
I think we're good. I think we made our case.
Yes, but
Because we want the 10 mil. I would personally like the 10 mil. We have to find the right answer. If we pick mine,
Can I be honest?
Am I not right?
I genuinely do not remember what I heard you.
You said the security guard let them in and it was Bobby Donati.
Bobby
You
Donati.
guys have had different ones before.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Bobby Donati or Ben Affleck?
Bang. Definitive answer.
Bobby Donati.
Yeah. Bobby Donati and David Hasseldick did the heist with the help of who?
Richard Abath.
Of Richard Abath.
Beautiful.
It fucking pains me that Ben and Casey are getting off once again. Like they're getting off scot-free once again.
All right, well, I think we got to the bottom of another cold case, folks. Bobby Donati, watch out. Ben Affleck, we're on to you. See you guys next time.
Pay us some money.
Bang. Well done, boys.
Oh, you caught me trying to steal this $500 million painting. But I guess while I'm here, I'll tell you, this football season, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at first touchdown scores. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back in cash if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead of first. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Be sure to take advantage of this offer. And if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FBYT and you will get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. BetMGM, make it legendary. Don't tell anyone you saw me.